Hey, welcome to an episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Got a very special beer today. This is not a re-review because I have reviewed this before. This is the Péché Mortel by Brasserie Dieu out of Montreal, or are they out of Quebec? Wherever. French Canadian. 9.5 ABV. It's a extra strong stout brewed with coffee. And the difference on this one is you can see this label, Reserve Spécial 2010 something something bourbon. This is the Péché Mortel aged in bourbon barrels. And the date on the bottle says it was bottled about, looks like August of 2010, so it's just about 2 years old. So we get in the bottle here and it's, very typical imperial stout, just completely black, kind of a, I mean it has like a brown, soapy kind of head, but as you can see by now it's fizzled away. Definitely smell like coffee. I get kind of a black licorice in here. No real alcohol. It has like that kind of whiskey sweetness to it though. Maybe a hint of smoke. But definitely a lot of coffee. Here we go. Cheers. Wow. So as soon as it hits the tongue, massive coffee on this one. Much stronger coffee presence than the regular. I mean, I really like the regular Péché Mortel. I don't think it's quite an amazing beer. I know Jay, the regular, is one of his all-time favorite beers. This is definitely way better than regular. Lots of coffee. The bourbon isn't really affecting the palate that much. Just on the finish, you get this like whiskey sweetness really quick, and then like a bit of like a booze, almost vanilla character, and a bit of heat. Like real quick, like punch, and then it fades away completely. Very tasty, very robust. I'm noticing a lot of chocolate up front now, chocolate and coffee. So I mean, they could have called this like a mocha stout instead of just a coffee stout. But I don't think it's actually made with any. There's no sediment in the bottle, so it's not bottle conditioned either. I don't think it's actually brewed with any chocolate. It's just kind of from the malt character there. Quite bitter throughout the whole thing. This is, it's kind of really warmed up now. I'm drinking it outside too. Noticing like just like the coffee bitterness throughout the whole thing. Not like hot bitterness or anything. Slightly dry. The alcohol is really giving it a lot of energy to kind of do that. Very similar to like a KBS or a 𝗕𝗿𝗵𝗲 as far as palate overall. The more that I pay attention to it, the more I notice like a slight kind of rubbing alcohol kind of taste and dryness in there. It's very easily overlooked, but it's still noticeable even after 2 years. Really good taste. I haven't had a beer like this in a long time. Like I said, it's in that ballpark with KBS and 𝗕𝗿𝗵𝗲. Not quite as good as those beers, but I mean it's still a really good beer. I mean, to kind of use a paraphrase something Kevin Burns said once is think of the Hall of Fame, but then like even within the Hall of Fame you have people you never heard of, and then you have your Mickey Mantles and Babe Ruths and people like that, but they're all still Hall of Famers. I'd probably put this as that analogy. This is like that guy in the Hall of Fame you've never heard of, but it's good enough to get into the Hall of Fame. And I guess what I'm implying with that is that I am going to give a full 10 out of 10 to the 2010 Dieu Péché Mortel bourbon barrel aged imperial coffee stout. Is that a long enough name? I mean, I'm glad I got to try this. In retrospect, that I ended up paying equivalent to $33 for this one bottle. I mean, I wouldn't have lost any sleep if I didn't get to try it, but I'm glad I got to try it. But for $33, I mean, it's really good, but it's not $33 good. So thanks again to Mark in Quebec for the beer. I got another one that he sent, so we'll try to hit that before episode 700. I might save that for a text review, I'm not sure. So, thanks for watching this episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Only 4 more to go. Yes, only 4 this time. Get out of here, fly. I will see you guys next time. Cheers, bye.